What's up, guys? It's December 15th, 2025. We're going to do a 10-minute breakdown of the E-mini where we talk about second legs, trap traders, and market context. If you're interested in learning more about this stuff, hit the follow button below. Today was a pretty cool day. If you're in Discord, I cleared about. I was down a little bit on the account, so trade-wise, I was up 3,000 on this account trading futures with a prop firm, but I only profited 2 grand, and I got a little bit cut up here because I was down. That account was down 1k. And on the options account, I took the same trade, except I was more focused on the options account, and I shorted literally like right around here, and I got out on this candle. That was pretty nice. Cleared about 1k on that. Um, yeah, kind of nice from the previous week because I got my options account got obliterated. I think like right around here or something. So kind of nice to make some back. And the way I caught that, I was looking for second legs. So where is the second leg? Second legs. Why do we trade second legs? Because then traders get trapped. Traders who bet the breakout's going to fail, they get trapped and they have to buy back or sell out of their losing positions. So that means when one side's forced to do the other side, that creates momentum. So let me give you an example. It's easier to talk about if we see it. So bulls buy up here, they buy more lower, they're going to get out the 50% mark. Look. So they bought up here and they get trapped all the way down. They're going to buy more. This that's why the 50% mark works, because they buy once up here, they buy down here, and their average line becomes the 50% of this. When they sell out of longs in this situation, they're adding to the selling pressure because bears are also looking for a second leg down. So bulls are selling and bears are selling. This creates momentum. So with that being said, you could say we trade first and second legs. That's what I do. Or you could say we trade momentum. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because bar 1 is only 1 bar. I usually wait for 2 to 3 bars. But there's enough momentum on bar 1 that I wanted to take the first reversal, and the first reversal was bar 2, this pullback here, and then you can see it sold off. So just so you guys can see a live example, I am in a trade right now. I was short right around here. I got out here, waited for this. I actually bought this bar trying to go for a retest thinking we were going to be in a trading range, but then breaks out against me. So I was the bull that was trapped, and I could average in and get out at break even. But I'm not going to do that. My stop loss was right here, so I got stopped out on this bar. Breakout took place. Now this is what kind of sucks. My entry was right here, and I missed it. I actually shorted the high of this bar, so I sat through some drawdown, and then you can see that the leg 1, leg 2 kind of already happened. I'm looking for 1.5R, and I think I measured from up here, something like that. So a little bit more than 1.5R. But look, this might be all we're getting, and I'll have to hit out. But nonetheless, bulls buy up here, they buy more down here, they get out of break even, they're selling off, and I'm looking for that leg 1 pullback, leg 2. Leg 1 pullback, leg 2. And I usually target their swing low or 1.5R. This has taken a long time. I've been in the trade since this bar here. I would have liked to see bars like this at least going straight to my target. So we'll see what happens if this starts to rally and I have to hit out for a loss, or we sell off and I get 1R to 1.5R. But yeah, that's how I take all my trades. It's based off leg 1, leg 2, or I'm looking for momentum, which is still a leg 1. Then I take the pullback leg 2. Weekly chart, daily chart. That looks kind of nasty on the weekly chart. It looks like a double top. Leg 1, pullback, leg 2. Bulls that buy up here, going to buy more lower. They're going to get out their original entry, and that's going to cause enough selling pressure. When those bulls get out of their, so bulls buy up here, and they're trapped, right? They're losing. They buy more down here. Their average entry is going to be 50%. So when the market goes past it, they're making money, and they get out their original entry. And that creates selling pressure, which is a double top. This looks kind of nasty for the bulls. This bear bar is getting followed through. Here's a picture of it on the daily chart. Leg 1, bulls that buy up here, going to buy more lower. They're going to get out on a pullback, trying to avoid a loss. In this situation, they were able to make money. And then now bears are looking for a leg 1, deep pullback, leg 2. Bulls want a leg 1, oh, that was bad. Bulls want a leg 1, pullback, leg 2. The way we can tell where we are is the market cycle. So the market cycle goes breakout, channel, trading range. So here's bar 1, bar 2 is the. So actually, let's just stick to the 5-minute chart. I'm sneaking. Well, okay, so why did I just cut myself off? Because the channel starts at the first opposite bar. So you could say either bar 3 it's bullish, or the channel starts on bar 8. What I was going to say is the channel actually started on bar 2, because at one time this was a bull bar. So on a lower time frame, this was the breakout, and the channel actually started here. But let's just stick to the 5-minute so we can count legs easier. Leg 1, pull back, bar 3. Leg 2, pull back, leg 3. There's two ways to count legs. You can count opposite bars, which is how I first started, and then as you get more into it, you can start to count trend line breaks. So I said bar 3 I even said bar 2 is the start of the channel, but just for opposite bars, there's actually no trend line break here. There's no trend line break up until bar 8. So some people might say leg 1, pull back, leg 2, second leg trap in a trading range. Some people might count it like leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3. All of them are right. One way is not better than the other. You can't really just decide to see one and ignore others. The more you stick to one thing, the more you'll see it. It's like a three-legged pullback, leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3. That's a wedge top into bar 4, or excuse me, bar 5, and it sells off. Bar 24 rallied, and there were more sellers right around here. It sells off for a quick leg down. 25 through 28, that's where the spike ends. So here, leg 1, and then we have a trendline break, bar 29, and then we have multiple legs down. A lot of different ways to count, but we have to be cognizant of all of them. Bar 1, bear bar closing on its low with follow through bar 2. Bar 3 is a bull bar, rallies and sells off, same thing as bar 2, but it gets painted bullish, and then they get followed through 4, 5, and 6, 7. All bear bars trying to get a second leg down. Bar 8 rallies, it's the first trendline break, and then you can get a nice second leg down from the high of 8 to the low of 12. Then we get a deep pullback 3 legs higher. This is a wedge top in bear territory. We're below the higher time frame EMA, so that's a bear regime, and a lot of big bear bars trying to get second leg down. Unfortunately, they didn't go one tick below 12, so the high and the low was put in pretty fast today. Ended up just consolidating, but I actually was short. I got cut up here. I just took the short on 17, the market ordered in, and I got stopped out on 22, and then I shorted somewhere right around. Maybe I shorted here or here, and then I made some back. So it wasn't the worst, but got stopped out going short once. So three-legged pullback, right? It's a wedge top. Leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3. Bar 22 is climactic, and then bad follow through 23 and 24. 24 is closing on slow, and it's not closing past bar 23, so bad follow through. This is a high 1 in a trading range. This is a high 1 in a third leg. So leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3. High 1, so pull back and high 1, because I know someone in the comments is be like, say, how's that a high 1 if there's already been pullbacks? Just for this structure, it's a high 1 in the third leg. Bar 24 ends up being a better sell. So bears that shorted this made money right away. Bar 25, 26, 27, 28. 1, 2, 3, 4 bear bars in a row trying to get a second leg down. Leg 1, pull back, leg 2. I like that example for a target because the target here would be 1 tick below bar 28, and that's met on 37 actually. But then you can see 40 and 41 also went far past the swing low of 28. Looks like they were trying to target the low of the day, and I was definitely trying to target the low of the day, so I was holding on a little bit longer than I should have. But with this much momentum, I felt comfortable holding on. And yeah, still a good day. Multiple legs down, leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3. Leg 1, pull back, leg 2, bar 49, pull back, leg 3. Then we have an inside bar somewhere here. I was clocking it. Unless I trade on my phone because I'm at work during the trading day. Yeah, okay. Bar 52, inside bar, led to a good breakout. 51 through 55, trying to get its own second leg. Shallow pullback from 56 to 64 low. What the heck? So you can see this rally. Bears got trapped down here. They're going to short more here. Look at where the market found support, where bears are able to get out of break even. So they're buying back shorts, creating support, and then boom, it snaps into your 1 hour target on bar 66, and then we go sideways for the rest of the day. It's a pretty cool day. It's just about 10 minutes, guys. Let me know how you guys did. This is the last full week of trading, I believe, for 2025. So let's play smart. Let's do something. Let's prepare for 2026. Thank you for your time, everyone. And just so you guys can see this trade, it is slowly turning around on me. And just like earlier today, the target wasn't met. I'm thinking this might turn into something like that, like the target wasn't met, or maybe they find some sellers above the EMA and I have to pop out for a quick tick in my favor. So not really liking this. I really would have liked to see this bar just close on its low. Instead, it got a rally, leg one, pull back leg two. So we'll see what happens. Thanks for your time, everyone. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.